now. So some good news with the markets this morning. Bad news with Netflix. Wow, 1 million people just pressed desubscribe. All because of the password crackdown? Really? That's why?
The times have changed from when Netflix tweeted that sharing passwords were love. So now they have started implementing that crackdown in sort of second-tier markets, Spain and Canada, just to test it out before they actually implement it in the U.S. And what they found is that they've lost 1 million users in Spain, but 2/3 of them were not paying. So they lost essentially 650,000 freeloaders. But what they have noticed that's alarming them in Canada, the number of cancellations in the first quarter has tripled. So that's causing them a little trepidation. They've kept pushing back when they're going to implement that password crackdown in the U.S. So maybe we get a little bit more time here.
We'll
do you
see.
pay for your Netflix, Adrienne?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I thought I was interviewing you. Wait a minute. Hold on.
We still share. We share Netflix with quite a few people. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, again,
my brother will be glad to hear that we get more time, probably.
Some things you just don't talk about, Lydia. Right now, we're going to talk about GameStop. GameStop and the stock craze from a few years ago that went wild because of Reddit. It's becoming a movie now.
I love this. I love when business news and stories we report on gets the Hollywood treatment. Yeah, so this was the story almost 2 years ago now where GameStop shares jumped from $15 to $500, really for no other reason than the fact that we had retail investors just buying it up and pushing the stock higher. Hedge fund managers, namely Gabe Plotkin, lost billions of dollars, actually had to shut his hedge fund down as a result of that. Other big hedge fund names like Ken Griffin, Steve Cohen also affected by this. And now they're getting Shailene Woodley, Pete Davidson, Paul Dano, Seth Rogen to star in this film. So I think we're seeing a big uptick of sort of business news type stories getting the Hollywood treatment. We had Elizabeth Holmes' The Theranos miniseries, we had the WeWork series, and now this. I think people like these stories, you know,
well, hopefully,
0 to 0, fraud.
But hopefully we learn from them, because the GameStop situation, it started off as something kind of fun and trending and meme-worthy, but it had real-world implications that were really costly, which you just touched on. It changed the way I think a lot of investors looked at the market. Lydia, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.